Hey, 6th grade, here's your help video for your assignment while the guest teacher is here on November 7th. The directions say to, especially on the top, write each improper fraction as a mixed number. These are the ones that are sometimes tricky for us. When I see a fraction, I see the divide by sign. So when I do these problems, I think how many of the bottom number can fit into the top number. Alternatively, you could grab a calculator and do top divided by bottom. That gives you a whole number of 2. We know the denominator stays the same. So now we have 2 times 4. That's 8. So I need the difference between the number I just came up with, 8, and the numerator, 9. That means I need to add 1 more. So my answer is 2 1/4. I would look down in the boxes and find 2 1/4, and I would write S. I would like to look at the one right below it because there's kind of a trick to this one. 14/8. I'm going to grab my calculator again, clear it out. 14 divided by 8. So the whole number is 1. So all I'm going to write down to start with is 1. We know the denominator doesn't change. So now 1 times 8 is 8, and then I need to count up to 14. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's 6. But you'll notice that down in the boxes, 1 6/8 is not an answer. That means we have to simplify. One of the big things that kids forget to do is keep the whole number. But now you need to look at these numerators and denominators and think, what's a common factor? What can I divide them both by? I can find half of both of those numbers. Half of 6 is 3, and half of 8 is 4. Another way of thinking about that is 6 divided by 2 is 3, and 8 divided by 2 is 4. That means the answer to this problem isn't just 3/4. Don't forget about that 1 in front. The answer to this problem is 1 3/4. So that's G, and that's right here, almost in the middle. I'm going to do one more, and then we'll look at the bottom, but most of you are pretty good at the bottom problems anyway. Let's look at A. It says 48/10. So I'll clear my calculator. 48 divided by 10 is 4. The denominator is 10. And I'll multiply. 4 times 10 is 40. And then I count up to 48. That's plus 8. Again, this answer is not in the boxes because I can find half of 8 and half of 10. So I'll write 4. Half of 8 is 4, and half of 10 is 5. Again, we did the divide by 2. Divide by 2. It may not be divide by 2. Right? So you'll need to really check those over and look. The correct answer is 4 4/5. So 4 4/5 right there is A. Coolio. Down on the bottom, again, these are the ones that kids are typically pretty good at. Looking at H, you're going to put in your times and your plus. First we do 2 times 3. 2 times 3 is 6. And then we add 2 plus 2. That gives us a total of 8. And the denominators don't change, 3. So that's 8/3. So for H, for 8/3, we're going to match them. Okay, and then we'll do one more. Let's do this big one, U. Put in our times and our plus. So now you need 2 times 24. If you don't know the answer, throw it in your calculator. 2 times 24 is 48. So I'll write 48. And then I still have plus 11. Plus 11 is 59. And the denominators don't change. So that's 24. You can see that one right there. So that's U. Okay. You need to finish this page, and it goes in, you need to make sure that your guest teacher gets the physical page, so make sure your name is on the other side as well. If you finish early before class is over, please make sure you do splash math. The instructions should be on the front board. It's slide number 3 in the slideshow. You can also find the login instructions on the cabinets over by the door, the ones that have the brightly colored paper behind them.